Hello everybody, my name is Yolandareuss. This is Body, Mind, and Soul, and this is your general reading for Capricorn. This is May 11th, 2020, so this is good for about a week or so. This is a collective reading, so it could be you or someone that is like close to you or very related or your counterpart. This is going to be sun, moon, or rising for Capricorn. Remember the time frame. It could be it just happened, it's happening this week, or it's due to happen very soon, because time is very linear when we do these readings. If it doesn't resonate with you, I'm sorry. I do pray over them and put white light in them to be able to I ask God for what they need to know that we're going to be watching these videos. So I'm hoping that you can get something from it. I do not fortune tell. I read cards for healing. So I want to let you know what you're dealing with, what is happening in your life, so you can heal and become a better person or deal with something that could cause you to be brought down, emotionally or whatever. So I do these cards for healing. So if you have any concerns or questions, definitely reach out. If you'd like a personal reading for yourself to deal with something that you're struggling with and you don't know where or how to deal with it, definitely reach out and we'll do a personal reading for you to help you to get to the next step. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. So the first card we pulled was kind of the question of the week. These are the mineral cards, and you have peacock copper. I love it, so pretty. So it says, are you in touch with your magnificence? Find ways to bring more joy into your life. Be aware of the source of your emotional challenges or perceived blocks so that you can release them. Get in touch with your inner radiance and shine your light brightly. So, I think right now our lives have gotten a little crazy, a little busy, a little humdrum. You're stuck at home, and it could be just as busy or more busy with you stuck in your house with this quarantine. If you are an older person with children, you are homeschooling, maybe trying to do work, or you're working in this and you're dealing with it. So I feel like this card is a reminder. Also, there's been a theme, and I just want to mention it because it's very important. Your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams right now, because your dreams help you to understand the subconscious. You can tell yourself anything you want, and you can deal with things and say, oh, I'm good with this. But when you dream the real you, the subconscious can be a jerk. So, it doesn't have filters. It doesn't know how to close things off. If you're dealing with something in the real world and you're saying that you're okay with it, if you're really not, in your dreams, it's going to come out. Okay? So keep that in mind. Also, your dreams can help you unlock things that you're not sure about. So if you're dreaming and it doesn't, it's just a weird dream or something stands out, grab a book that's about dreams or look up on the internet and see what it means. Because like water and spiders and things, they have different meanings in the real world that we live in. Like water can be emotions or how you're dealing with things, something of that nature. So it's how you're reacting to them and how they affect you. And then also there's a significant meaning. And I've looked up a lot of dream stuff, and it's very significant to what's happening in my life when I've had these weird dreams and I'm like, what the heck? And I look it up, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. I guess I'm really not as good with this as I thought. Because like I said, we have coping mechanisms. We learn how to deal with things. And it sounds like you may have lost touch of your magnificence, because I think you're so busy doing things, working, and you're kind of a money-based person. So you're money, work. It's just so. I just do my things, and I don't worry about it, and da-da-da-da-da. And I think it says, be aware of the source of your emotional challenges. Most Capricorns that I know, they're very emotional, but it's inside, and you ain't going to see it. So what is blocking you emotionally? Or your perceptive, what do you perceive? Because you might not realize it, but in your dreams, if you remember them, they could be a clue to what's happening or what really is blocking. Like if you have an intention to go to sleep, you can say, listen, I need to know what's blocking me. Lord, help me to see it. Maybe show me in my dreams. Maybe I could get an understanding, because I don't see it. I'm good. I'm fine. Nothing's bothering me. I don't know what this lady's talking about. But if you say in your intentions, help me to dream about what the problem is, I'm pretty sure your dream's going to bring it out, because everything that you do in your day gets downloaded into you through your dreams. Some people remember them, some people don't. But you will have a commonality of your day versus your dreams, and your dreams are how you really perceive them and how you're really affected by them. And it will show what's really happening in your life day to day if you pay attention to your dreams. This is your card for the week, Magician. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. This is the Magician card in the regular tarot deck. And Magician card talks about having all the tools you need to manifest the life that you want. Manifestation deals with how you set your intentions, what you think on, what you pray on, what you draw to you. Whatever you think about is what you're going to draw to you. So if you are only thinking negative Nelly or only money or only, you're going to draw in what you're thinking on. So be careful. It's kind of like the same thing. Be careful what you pray for because you just might get it. It's the same idea as manifestation. So it's saying you can do anything. Take charge of your life. If you're having bad luck or bad things, it's you have the choice and you have the ability to change it. Okay? So whatever's causing blockages, you have the ability to break through them. And if you want success, you have the power to create it and bring it into your life. You just have to realize what you really want, because whatever you're thinking on is what you really want. So be careful, okay? And be careful if you aren't really a negative people generally. You're just a little grounded, a little too grounded for me sometimes, just a little too realistic. I'm in the clouds. I'm thinking of cool things, and you guys are like, no, I don't have the money for that. That's crazy, Lonnie. You need to shut up. That's not reality. I'm like, dude, you're making my things go away. You have such a down-to-earth type of energy. You can do anything that you want, really. If you set your mind to it, you can have it. This is your card, your word card, okay? And it said tuning in. Yeah, you need to figure out what's happening, okay? You have a tendency to push emotion away. You're all in your brain. You're masculine, okay? You think all in the box in your brain. And it's time for you to go inside to the feminine side, which is the emotion and the heart. Because although the mind is very important and it's very good, you need to balance out the emotion and the feminine side of you, the yin and the yang. There's emotion and there's logic. And sometimes the emotion and the logic have to come here, okay? You got to have some logic, but you also have to, have a heart and have a little bit of compassion with it. And I think this tuning in is for you to find, because you may say you don't need certain things, but I think there's things in your life that you need to figure out how you're feeling, or you don't know how to deal with it, so you just push it away. I don't understand that, so I'm just not going to deal with it. It's still there, okay? So just do the best that you can. Growth. This is your advice card. And it says, seek out a mentor or guide. Take baby steps as you grow. Be willing to learn from others. Okay, so you got some learning. And I think this deals with your emotions. Okay, and I'm not saying it in a mean way. I just feel like this week, there's some things that may present themselves and it's new to you. Okay, and you might have to reach out for some help, or you don't understand it, or there's feelings in you that you don't understand why you're feeling it. And you thought you could push it away, and now it's like it's in your face, because there was a planetary alignment that was meant to draw deep, hidden, whether it's good or bad, but deep emotions, things that have been suppressed and pushed away. They're supposed to percolate up to the surface in the last week. Okay, the last week or so, that was part of our planetary alignments that we had gone over. And that could be part of what you're dealing with. It could be things from your past. It could be things that you dealt with as a kid or whatever, or as a teenager, and you don't understand it, or it's affecting you now, or it's coming to the surface and you're seeing it maybe with a different light, or you're seeing it and it's like you're trying to push it away, and it's like, no, you're going to deal with me now. So if you need help, reach out for it, okay? Now, this is just this week or into the next week, so it could just be something you're going to have to deal with or approach that maybe you weren't dealing with. This is your spirit for the week, wolf spirit, and it says turn knowledge into wisdom. Yeah. So you're the knowledge person. So when you have knowledge and you combine it with the compassion, you get wisdom, because wisdom is not just about book smart. Wisdom is knowing what will be the full effect. A king or a queen, a minister, a person that's a good leader, doesn't just have knowledge. They have wisdom. And wisdom comes from experience, not just what you've been told in a book. It's you participating or being in something and learning something from it. Or I understand that because I went through that, and now I have the wisdom, not just the knowledge, because you can know how to do something, but to actually complete it and compile it, kind of like learning what's a doctor, but being a doctor is different. So taking what your knowledge is and applying it to the life or the things that you do is wisdom. Okay, and wisdom is usually in old people because they've been through their life. They've experienced it. They know. They have the emotion that goes with the knowledge, the anger, the conquering, the things. That's all a part of wisdom. And it's looking at things differently, not just through that fine spectrum of the mind and that perfect little thing, because that's not how life really is. It's all of it, okay? So this, your own sign rules the things that are happening in your life, okay? Because this was the overall energy or type of thing that was affecting your week, and it says the boss. Serious, authoritative, ambitious, realistic, structured, traditional, wise. This is what's getting in the way. This is your problem and your thing. You are a person, because of who you are, that's what's getting in the way or causing you this thing in your life that you're going to have to deal with. Majestic, competent, prepared, down to earth, corporate, rigid, reserved, disciplined. Okay, so I feel that you're so in a box and you're so contained. If you're watching this, my prayer for you that I would say is, help me to be able to balance the mind and this perfect little thing I have in my head, and to be able to incorporate a little bit of emotion or experience or life to it, or realism and realistic expectations. Help me to understand things that have happened to me, because maybe they aren't fair, but it's a part of life. Help me to deal with these things that are blocking or hindering me, and now they're not going away. Help me to be able to understand and see what it is that's hurting me or bothering me or that I have to deal with. And you may have to also, and I think this is hard for Capricorns, because you're usually in the mode of, just do it. Your mind is nonstop. Like, your mind is literally nonstop. You need to find a meditation time. And yes, you could tell me you could meditate to your music, but it's not really quiet, okay? I think you as a Capricorn will fill yourself with so many distractions so you don't have to actually deal with what's happening, because your mind tries to speak to you and you don't know how to deal with it. So you listen to a lot of music, you do a lot of things, you keep your mind busy. You're like always going. Either you're sleeping or you're going, sleeping or going. And you need to allow your mind to stop. And you need to meditate. Because remember, prayer is talking to God. Meditation is shut up and listen, okay? Quiet. Do not think of anything. That's hard. Go on a walk. Go play basketball, and all you're thinking of is shooting the hoops. Allow your mind to wander. Allow your mind to receive the messages that are coming in, okay? So, and it's just this week. You could just have a week that you're really going to have to figure out what is causing you these hindrances. I feel like that's what I'm getting. Like, you're not dealing with it. You're pushing it. You're suppressing it because it's either not your thing or you don't want to deal with it because it's too painful. So, whatever the case, even if you have to reach out and talk to somebody, don't hesitate to figure it out, because you as a person might not understand, or we're not all programmed or made the same, so we don't look at things the same, and we don't always act like other people, so we don't understand, well, I wouldn't do that. So it's sometimes hard for us to rationalize why somebody would do something or why people would do things to us that way, and it's that we're all different. But you have to find a way to cope with it, and you have to find a way to look at life through their eyes and your eyes, and maybe try to understand or be open to how they might feel about something. Okay, guys? So that was just a quick little tidbit for you. We'll be back next week, probably the end of the week. I'll be putting up a video. We're going to be having the new moon videos because we have a new moon coming up, which is a new lesson, a new thing we need to deal with, accomplish, something that's going to be put into our life. So guys, have a great week, and we'll see you soon.